I'm going through a very painful breakup. I lost my first love, but today I want to appreciate what our relationship gave me. So this video is about appreciating. Today, once more, my ex clarified that she catched feelings towards someone else. So my reaction was relatively calm when you compare to my other reactions, and I realized that everything actually ended there. The problem is that I still love my ex even after everything happened to me. I still love her so much, and with each notification, as I said before in my previous videos, I wish that it is her texting to me. Probably if she texted me and said sorry and apologized and stuff, I would be the happiest man in the world. But would I take her back if anything hypothetical scenario, which wouldn't happen? I'm not very sure, even though I love her more than my life, even today. Well, it all ended with heartbreaks and pain, but thanks to my ex-partner, I'm someone completely different. I'm someone with goals and with ambition right now. But before I met with her when I was 17, I was actually nobody. I couldn't see a bright future for myself, and if you ask me what are my goals, I will be quiet. I wouldn't be able to answer you. But after her and our relationship that lasted 2.5 years, I turned into somebody that I am proud of. And that's why I will always appreciate my ex. Moving on part is a bit difficult because of the intense feelings that I still have for her. I want to look at her photos sometimes, but then I remember that she catched feelings to somebody else, and my deep feelings turns into a deep pain, so I can't really stand her photos. So today I did something very difficult and I deleted her photos from my devices. I cleaned my room from her belongings, and I shed into tears right after I'm done with my deleting process. But I'm sure that it'll be even healthier for me, because as I see her belongings around me and as I see her photos in my device, I keep missing her and I keep growing my emotional feelings towards her instead of forgetting her. But right now I'm in a position where I should forget her, not grow love towards her. She has been someone who deserved to be loved, and I believe I loved her so good. I'm sure she felt lucky for that. But she deserved it though, because the person that she turned me into by believing in me and by not kicking my ass literally a week after we started the date is very important to me. She trusted me so much and she put her faith into me. In the end, it didn't work for us, but still, I believe we changed each other's life in a permanent way. One day, when I reach my goals and when I have what I want in this world, I will truly thank her, because if I never met with her, I don't know what would I be. Because of the courage that she created into my mind, I took a very important job for me, and I will translate a play, and that play will be played by my friends in different cities perhaps. And it is not something easy because, let alone translating a play, even reading a play is kind of a difficult for me, but I'm so willing to do this. And it turned out that I always wanted to do this, so here I am doing it. I will translate the play, and I'm gonna create something amazing, I guess. Not sharing this whole process about my new job with her will be very difficult to me because in the last 2.5 years I got used to sharing literally everything with her and ask her comments. But this time I won't be able to do that because of our painful breakup. And it is actually a little bit difficult for me that I don't really have nobody. I have a few people. I have a friend in France and stuff. Like he always listens to me and stuff, etc. But still, even though I have amazing people around who are willing to listen to me about my passion and about my career, and none of them are her. That's the most difficult part. And as I said previously, I'm letting my future into God's hand. I believe God will give me someone whom I can share my ambition and my passion. But I'm not going to rush. So God, if you have plans, not in the coming days, please. I don't want someone in my life anymore in a romantic way. At least for now. At least in the near future, I don't want that because I believe I have to wait until my feelings for my ex to end before I meet with someone else, because I don't want to disrespect my future partner by still secretly missing my ex. Nobody deserves this. No, it shouldn't happen to anybody. I know how it feels like, and I wouldn't want someone else to feel it. And I believe I also changed her life in a really good way at some point. Before we met, that's not a gossip though, that's something really nice that I will say. Before we met, she had totally a different lifestyle. She was very different than she is right now. She was not godly. She was a bit, our generation, today's generation's European girl style. But while we were together, she changed a lot, and I believe I have lots of effect in her changing process. She told me that thanks to me, she has a dream of having a warm family and have lots of children. And indirectly and by mistake, I introduced her with God. It was so interesting though. Back in the day, I was not a believer, but I was objectively talking about God as she asked me, and she got interested into whole faith in God. Then she turned me into a Christian. That is another thing that I'm so grateful for. The worst part is yeah, even though we had long distance relationship, she would come and see me once in every 6 months, and she would stay for months here, and the life that we had together was not different than a married couple. Yeah, we were not engaged, we were not married, but still we were living like married people. And not having that with her will be very difficult to me. As a person who had a small depressions each time she left the country, not having her ever again, it sounds like a nightmare to me, but time can heal everything, I guess, and God can heal everything. I might be in pain right now, but I'm very proud of myself, as I said before, because it shows that I love very good. When I love someone strongly and deeply, and I managed to create a very strong bond with her, which I'm not regret. Everything may have ended very bad, but still, the time that I met with my ex was fabulous. But I know that even recording this video is a mistake, and talking very good about her is a mistake, because even though I should have those positive things about her in my head, I shouldn't say it out loud, and especially record and post it on YouTube, because it is time to move on and heal, not to remember past and miss even more. I don't know what will be my next step about relationship. All I know that I fucking hate single life. I'm not meant for being single. But for now, I also feel like I'm not meant to date with somebody. That's why I believe I learned by force, even though I'm a man, it is okay to cry sometimes. Because I can't just pretend like nothing happened. I have to feel my pain and somehow be okay with it. It is delusional to think that it'll be painless, it'll be effortless, and I will immediately forget about it. It's not gonna happen like that. Like, I predict that it will take months for me to move on from this. I had a dream of marrying my first, and I believe I was very close to it, but I couldn't improve myself good enough as a man to marry with a woman. That was my mistake. That was my biggest mistake. Yeah. She had also mistakes, and she knows that. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is flawless. So I'm trying to make myself better sometimes by thinking about her mistakes. But I know that in the end, if I was perfect, she wouldn't have any mistakes, because every single mistake of her came out by my failure. I've been an ambitious person for a long, long time, but she had no idea because I wouldn't share it with her. And I can't blame her for not believing in me. Okay, another topic now. My dream is to be a father to a girl, and I really, really, really wanted to name my girl Özge, a Turkish name, because it's so beautiful. And we would talk about it with my ex, and she would say, yeah, I'm gonna give you Özge, I will give birth to Özge for you and stuff. And I'm stuck with her memories, and whenever I hear the word Özge, I immediately associate that name with my ex. So I won't be able to name my girl as Özge, and that is sucks, because Özge is very similar to my name and my father's name, and it is so matching. It's such a matching name for my family. But it is only one of the things that I have to give up after my last breakup. If I started to talk about what else I need to give up on, the video would take hours probably. At some point right now, I need to reshape my family dreams, because I really, really don't want to disrespect my next partner with dreams that I planned with my ex. They say the first love of a man is his real love, and that's what I'm afraid of at some point, because I really want to be in love with my wife one day, but I'm so scared that I won't be able to love my wife as much as I loved my ex in my early age. That's why it turns out that I have a phobia of talking with girls right now, because imagining growing feelings towards a different girl, it scares me a lot. Because what if I do mistakes that I hate when others do? I guess now I understand bad people, because behind every sin there's a trauma, there's a bad background, there's a memory, and it is right now understandable for me. That's a message to my future self. I hope a few years after this I will watch this video and I will remember everything good that she gave me, and I will appreciate them, and in case I forget them, I will remember them.